What's up, vinyl community? It's your boy Chris coming at you live from my Dodge Ram. Early in the morning, a little before 8 o'clock, on my way up to Noble Records. I'm sure you guys probably figured as much. This jazz soiree, like part 2 basically, because he had one, call it a year ago. But this one's got a ton of heat. No doubt you guys, if you subscribe to me, you definitely subscribe to Dylan. I doubt I have a single one of you subscribing to me that doesn't subscribe to Dylan. So if you do, and you watch this most recent jazz drop video, then you already know what's up today. No bullshit. I'm looking to do some damage to that holy moly wall today. I know what you guys are probably thinking when you're watching it. No shit, Chris, you don't get out of bed to drive an hour for $10 records, and I don't. I'm going for the smoke. We'll see how much luck I have, see what spot I get in line, and we'll go from there. Hopefully I'm able to do some damage today, and maybe even help out a few friends in the process, as per my usual. Talk to you guys soon. Deuce. What's up, vinyl community? It's your boy Chris, coming at you live from my Dodge Ram outside of Noble Records. Guys, this is going to be a fun one. So I guess there's a little story to be told for all of this. Go ahead and start working on that. Kind of lining them up the way I want to show them to you. Sorry, guys. All right, cool. All right, here we are. So I get here. My intention was to get here at 8, which had I gotten here at 8, I'd have been first in line. But I ran a little behind, a little sleepy, stayed up a little too late last night. Stopped for coffee. I always, for these morning drops, especially when I know my boy Dylan, has been up all night pricing records. I like to bring him a nice tall cup of Joe in the morning and get one for myself. So I showed up, and immediately I go to the door. Nobody else in line. I didn't get here till like 8:40, and so I'm like, oh cool, I'm gonna be first in line. And I walk up, and Dylan sticks his head out the door. I hand him his cup of coffee, and he goes, hey, so that guy sitting in that car right there, he goes, he just got here 20 minutes ago, and he asked me would it be cool if he had the first spot in line if he sat in his car. And I told him yes. I was like, okay, cool, no worries, guy beat me here fair and square. Dylan goes, but he's going, I'm not going to name the record just yet because it'll spoil it. He goes, he's going for the one you want. He's going for the big one. And I'm like, can't win them all. So immediately, guys, I'll tell you something about you, boy. I'm not one to cry over anything like this. I'm just not. I want them, but if somebody outworks me, the guy I got in the car this morning, the guy made the trip, he beat me up here fair and square. He wants it. It's his. If he passes, he passes. Struck up a nice conversation with him in line, actually, about, that album and why he wanted that album and, why I wanted that album and everything like that. And I just told him, hey, man, she's all yours fair and square. If for some reason you decide to pass, I'll take it. Simple. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. But, so anyway, nice conversation with the guys. Couple more. There was like 5 of us in line when the shop opened. So, not, like Dylan's rock drops. He could have did one classic rock drop with a bunch of Black Sabbaths and Rolling Stones and stuff like that, and had a line back to the pawn shop. But not for the jazz drop. It's a very small niche group, but we're also psychopaths. We spend a lot of money. All right, so anyway, I'm gonna start. I was able to help out a few friends today, so let's start with the ones that I picked up for friends. First things first, the album. This guy has been selling me records and hooking me up with records for 5 or 6 years now. You guys have heard me mention him oftentimes along with grails that I show in my videos. His name's Marcus. He's my boy, and I've never once hooked him up with a record until today. He texted me, asked me could I grab John Coltrane's Black Pearls for him. Splat Owl, first mono copy. Coltrane, Bird, Garland, Chambers, Taylor. I mean, yeah, it's a great release. First mono. Very happy to help my boy Marcus out for a change instead of the other way around. The next 2 I grabbed for my boy Jason, Jazz Basement here on YouTube. One is interesting. The first one is one that I automatically knew he wanted when I went in the shop, and so I go. It's on the holy moly wall, the super holy moly wall. So I go in and I grab that one, and it's the Jazz Messengers, at the Cafe Bohemia Volume 2. Yeah, so it's Kenny Dorham, Hank Mobley, Horace Silver, Doug Watkins, and Art Blakey, obviously. It's a super clean copy. No splits, no seams, no problems. Jason, you're going to be very happy with that one. The next one, legit. So I'm in the truck. I had just loaded up all my records. I'm in the truck. I'm getting ready to leave. And I looked and I saw I had 7 text messages. And one of them that I had seen, I guess it had come through about 20 or 30 minutes earlier when I was talking to all the guys in the shop. And it was Jason asking me if I was still there, could I pick up this one? Curtis Fuller, soul trombone, clean, OG mono. Curtis Fuller, Freddie Hubbard, Jimmy Merritt, Cedar Walton, Jimmy Heath, GT Hogan, Jim Cobb. Killer album, on impulse. Super, just sick stuff. And you know, just a few weeks ago, actually, it's been sitting on the wall for a few weeks now. So amazing that it worked out the way it did. But Jason, I think you're going to be very happy with it, buddy. It looks clean. Hope you enjoy. The next one is from my boy Ed. You guys hear me talk about Ed a lot on my channel. This one, so first of all, big shout out to Ed, who bought so many records from me the last couple of days to make today even possible for me. Thank you, man. Everything that I show you from my stack is not possible without you. So thank you so much. Cheers. He asked for me to hook him up with 2 or 3. I was only able to find one. The guys beat me to the others, but I got John Coltrane's Jakar, 1963 press. Certainly appears to be very clean. Coltrane, Cecil Payne, Pepper Adams, Mal Waldron, Doug Watkins, and Art Taylor. So, Ed, I hope you're happy with that, buddy. Sorry I wasn't able to find you the other ones. The next one up is from my boy Tree, Supreme Love on YouTube, Tree McGee on Instagram. I was able to hook him up today with one he's wanted for a while, and I think he's going to be happy with it. The cover, for outside of a little bit of writing on the front, a little bit of coloring in or whatever, is very clean, and the wax is clean as well. But it's an original mono, and it's a holy shit grail. And the funny thing is I just found this same album for a friend last weekend. So it's 2 weekends in a row, evidently, that I'm finding this album for a friend. But you guys might know it. It's Lee Morgan's The Sidewinder. Yeah, Lee Morgan, Joe Henderson, Barry Harris, Bob Cranshaw, and Billy Higgins. It's an immortal jazz classic. It's one that everybody needs to have on their shelves. And it's going to a good friend in Colorado, Tree. Hope you're happy with it, buddy. I'll get it in the mail. Yeah, if I can, yeah, in the next couple days. Yeah, I'll get it to you, my friend. And the next 3 are what I spent all week hustling for and what I got out of bed for this morning to come up here for a shot at. All right, first things first. I'll start with this one because this makes for a good story to lead in. So, as we're sitting in line, me and this gentleman, he was talking about, how he came up here for the holy shit top of the line one in this stack that I wanted. And we both wanted it, but he beat me in line fair and square. So we got to talking about it, and he asked me how much Dylan had on it. And I told him, because I do my research. And that was more than he wanted to spend. And by a lot. So immediately I'm like, okay. I'm like, well, if you're going to pass, he goes, hey, man, if it's cool with you, he goes, I'll take this one. Jackie's pal, introducing Bill Hardman, Jackie McLean Quintet with Mal Waldron, Paul Chambers, and Philly Joe Jones. Guys, it is whistle clean, splat out. I know what you guys are thinking. Well, Chris, if you guys made that deal, how'd you end up with it? Well, we walk in. I immediately go to the super holy moly wall. I nab this one and the last one I'm going to show you guys. I hand him this one. We walk around the store. I go do some more digging. He does some more digging. After a while, I guess he just changed his mind. Maybe it was too expensive of a purchase for him. Maybe he just decided he didn't want to spend that much money. So he just literally walks up to me in the shop and hands it to me. He says, here you go, man. I said, man, are you sure? He goes, yeah. He goes, yeah, I'm sure. You could tell he was on the fence about it, but he handed it to me. And then immediately I got a stack in my hand. So I'm like, oh crap, now I have to figure out how to make this work financially because I already done my numbers. But yeah, guys, Jackie's pal introducing Bill Hardman once again. Super clean. Thrilled to have it. This was one that he hadn't talked about, wanting, that I had gotten right after I, nabbed those 2 off the super holy moly wall. Is yeah, more Kenny Burrell action today. It's Kenny Burrell Prestige 7088. It's original mono. Man, Kenny Burrell on guitar, Cecil Payne on baritone, Tommy Flanagan on piano, Doug Watkins on bass, and Elvin Jones on drums. Guys, it is insane. It is a fantastic freaking record. And yeah, and I was able to get that one without working out any deals or anything like that. So the one that I went through a whole streamline of emotions with today, because the last few days I hustled hard specifically for this one. I had made it up in my mind that if I didn't get anything but this one, it would be successful. And then I get here, find out somebody beat me in line, to find out they wanted it, and I'm thinking, okay, well, I'm not getting it, but whatever. Guy beat me fair and square. So immediately in my mind, I start going through thinking, okay, well, what else does Dylan have? Whatever that I can get, because I've been hustling to sell records all week. But turns out I got it, and I walked in, guys, John Jenkins with Kenny Burrell. This is an original mono, as I'm sure you guys no doubt figured. But it's John Jenkins with Sonny Clark, Paul Chambers, Danny Richmond. Guys, you never see this. You never see this, ever. Matter of fact, I'll tell you what, this one's just worth it. I'm going to open this Soirée cover that I don't like. Some things are just worth it. Splat Owl, OG Mono, RVG, the whole treatment. Wow. Whistle clean. I couldn't be happier, guys. This is one I never thought I'd own. I'll just go ahead and put it to you that way. So, went ahead and nabbed that. Of course, I might as well go ahead and show you guys this too while I got that. Wow, guys. This is one I just never thought I'd be holding in my hands. Jeez. And even Dylan had said that apparently he had no idea that this one's worth what it's worth. But he had made the comment himself that when he got it, I mean, he knew, original Blue Note, it's going to be worth some money, but then he looked it up and he was like, holy cow. I'm like, yeah, man, this is one you're likely to go the rest of your life and never see again. And I know Dylan, in his heart of hearts, Dylan loves the grails. I know for a fact he wanted to keep this, but he had to justify that big collection he just bought. So I go in thinking out the gate that I'm going to get 2 out of 3, but not thinking this is going to be one of them, which is the one I really wanted. Thinking I'm not going to get Jackie's pal, but I made a fair trade with this guy only for him to come back in line and hand it to me. So somehow, some way, I was able to not be first in line today and still come away with all 3 that I wanted. I broke a couple of store records today, and I broke a personal record. First record I broke was for most money I've ever spent on a single album. This is now it. This is now the most expensive album I've ever bought. It's a record for most money I've ever spent in a single day on vinyl. And it is the Noble Records official record for most money spent by one customer in a single day. By a lot, according to Dylan. By a lot. So, that's how it is, guys. What a day. Thank you to several people. Thank you to my boy Ed again, who bought a lot of records off of me to make this purchase happen, to make this possible. Thank you to you, Ed. Thank you to my boy Jason for just always being, someone to talk to, some advice, some things like that. I value a lot, man. I hope you know that. For coming through in the clutch and buying some stuff off of me as well 2 weeks in a row. He helped me. I made dipping happen because of you, and for these right here, man, I hope you're happy with your Fuller and your Blakey. I know you will be. And for my boy, a Supreme Love Tree, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate you. You help me out a lot. We talk every day, and I know these records have got a great home. Awesome stuff, man. I know you're gonna really love them. Yeah. It's hooking up friends is, something else. For my boy Marcus, who always hooks me up all the time, has been hooking me up for years. To be able to just get you one record, man, means a ton to me. Years and years you hooked me up. I'm finally able to send you one. And most of all, last but certainly not least, the GOAT, my boy, Mr. Smith. Dylan, the man, the myth, the legend, the GOAT. The owner of the best damn record store in the United States, Noble Records. I can't thank you enough. Just all the time, man. You get records you know I'm going to be interested in. You go ahead and you let me know you're getting them and everything like that. And then everything after that's on me. You let me know you got them or whatever, but it's up to me to put the work in after that. It's up to me to hustle to get the money together. It's up to me to get my ass out the bed and get here and be in line. But just thank you just so much, because if you get them and you think that I might enjoy them, you always kind of give me a heads up that they're going to be going out. And just that is major. You're one of my best friends, man. I love you to death. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. And holler at me when you want to sell Stole Station. So anyway, great day. I got to tell you, probably, arguably my best single day ever for vinyl purchases, guys. It's, wow. I found this in a brick and mortar shop, ladies and gentlemen. I did. So, until next time. Oh, by the way, he's still got plenty of great stuff left. Just want to let you guys know that. Until next time, until next video, keep dropping that needle, you guys.